Ladies, do you even know that you don't have to wait years to know if a man sees you as wife material? You don't need to prove yourself over time. You don't need to convince him. You don't need to audition. Because here's the truth. A man who genuinely sees marriage potential in you treats you differently from day one. Not after a year, not after you've earned it, mostly from the beginning. And I'm not talking about love bombing. I'm not talking about grand gestures. I'm not talking about a man who says all the right things. I'm talking about specific behavioral patterns, subtle, consistent signals that reveal how he's categorizing you internally. Because men don't fall into commitment randomly. They decide early. Not consciously always, but emotionally. And once you understand what those early signals look like, you'll stop wasting time on boys who were never serious and focus on men who know just what they want. So stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just regular dating advice. They're gems that give you insight into how men make long-term decisions. And once you see these patterns, you'll know within weeks whether he's investing or just entertaining himself. Let's begin. First, let's talk about something most people never explain clearly. Men categorize women fast. Not consciously, but subconsciously, his brain is constantly asking, is this temporary fun or long-term potential? And here's what most women don't realize. That categorization happens early, sometimes in the first few dates, sometimes in the first few weeks. Not based on perfection, not based on looks alone, but based on how you make him feel about his future. Let me explain. When a man meets a woman he sees as fun for now, his behavior is present-focused. He enjoys the moment. He doesn't think ahead. He doesn't integrate you into his life. But when a man meets a woman he sees as wife material, something shifts. His brain starts thinking in timelines, planning, protecting, building. And that shift, it shows up in how he treats you. So, let's break down the specific behaviors that separate "she's great for right now" from "I don't want to lose her." Sign number 1. He introduces you to his life, not just his bedroom. This is the first and telling sign. A man who's serious about you doesn't keep you compartmentalized. He doesn't just see you late at night. He doesn't only show up for dates that end at his place. He doesn't avoid bringing you into his real world. Instead, he invites you into his life. What does that look like? He introduces you to his friends early, not after 6 months, after a few weeks. He mentions you to his family. He tells his mom about you. He's not hiding the connection. He invites you to casual, everyday things, grocery runs, errands, hanging out while he handles regular life. Why does this matter? Because when a man is serious, he's testing compatibility in real contexts. Not just romantic settings, not just curated dates, real life. He's asking himself, can I see her in my daily routine? Does she fit into my world? Do my people like her? Does this feel natural? And if the answer is yes, he starts making space for you permanently. But if a man keeps you separate, if months go by and you still haven't met anyone important, if he only sees you in isolated romantic bubbles, that's not secrecy for privacy, that's compartmentalization. And compartmentalized relationships don't lead to marriage. Sign number 2. He plans forward, not just right now. Here's a subtle but powerful signal. A man who sees marriage potential talks about the future naturally. Not in vague, distant terms, in real, tangible ways. Let me show you the difference. Man who's not serious, yeah, we should hang out again sometime. Man who is serious, there's a concert in 2 months I think you'd love. Want to go? See the difference? One is keeping things open-ended. The other is making plans that assume you'll still be together. A serious man doesn't just think about this weekend. He's thinking about next month, next season, next year. And he includes you in those thoughts automatically. He'll say things like, we should go there for your birthday. Next summer we should try. When you meet my sister, she's gonna love you. Those aren't promises, they're projections. His brain is already building a timeline where you exist. And here's the key. He's not doing this to manipulate you. He's doing it because emotionally, he's already invested. His subconscious has categorized you as someone who belongs in his future. So if months go by and every plan is last minute and he never mentions anything beyond the next week and the future feels like a topic he avoids, that's not him taking it slow. That's him keeping his options open. Sign number 3. He protects your peace, not just your body. Now this one is subtle, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. A man who wants to marry you doesn't just care about your safety, he cares about your peace. What does that mean? He notices when you're stressed and responds. He doesn't dismiss it. He doesn't minimize it. He asks, "What can I do?" He removes friction from your life when he can. Small things, thoughtful things, things that show he's paying attention. Let me paint a picture. You mentioned you had a rough week. Man who's not serious, "Yeah, work sucks sometimes. Want to come over later?" Man who is serious, "What's been stressing you out? Do you need to talk or do you need a distraction? I'm here either way." Feel the difference? One heard the words, the other heard the emotion beneath them. A man who's serious doesn't just want to see you when it's convenient, he wants to support you when life gets hard. Because in his mind, you're not just someone he's dating, you're someone he's preparing to partner with. And partnership means your stress is my concern, your peace is my priority, your well-being matters to me. That mindset, that's not dating behavior, that's husband behavior. Sign number 4. He's emotionally consistent, not hot and cold. Let's talk about emotional stability. A man who's serious about you doesn't play games with his availability. He doesn't disappear for days. He doesn't go from texting constantly to radio silence. He doesn't make you guess where you stand. Why? Because when a man has decided you're important, his nervous system relaxes around you. He's not testing. He's not wondering. He's not keeping his options open. He's anchored. And anchored men are consistent. They text back. They follow through. They show up. Not perfectly. No one's perfect. But reliably. You're not sitting there wondering, did I do something wrong? Why hasn't he texted today? Is he losing interest? Because his behavior doesn't make you question. Now, pause. If you're in a relationship where you're constantly anxious about where you stand, where his interest feels like a yo-yo, where one day he's all in and the next he's distant, that's not love developing, that's emotional unavailability. And emotionally unavailable men don't become husbands, they become exes who weren't ready. Sign number 5. He asks about your values, not just your day. Here's a big one. A man who sees marriage potential asks deeper questions early, not surface-level small talk, real questions. He wants to know how you think, what you value, how you handle conflict, what your relationship with your family is like, what your goals are. Why? Because he's not just asking to make conversation, he's assessing compatibility. A man who's just having fun, he'll talk about surface things, favorite movies, weekend plans, light, easy topics. But a man who's evaluating long-term fit, he's going deeper. He'll ask things like, what does a healthy relationship look like to you? How do you handle stress? What are you working toward in life? And he's listening, not waiting for his turn to talk, actually absorbing your answers. Because in his mind, he's thinking, can I build a life with this woman? Do our values align? Will we want the same things? Those aren't first date questions for him, they're pre-commitment questions. And if a man never asks these things, if months go by and conversations stay shallow, he's not building toward marriage, he's enjoying the present. Modern men process women quickly. Not for survival, but for compatibility. And when they find someone who checks those internal boxes, they act differently. They protect, they plan, they invest, because their brain has categorized her as this one matters. Now, let me be very clear. This is not about becoming perfect to be chosen. This is not about performing to earn his commitment. This is not about changing who you are.
These signs reveal his mindset, not your worthiness. If he's not showing these behaviors, it doesn't mean you're lacking. It means he's not ready, or you're not the right match for each other. And both of those realities are information you deserve to have early. So, stop waiting for proof. Stop convincing yourself it's still early. Stop ignoring what his behavior is already telling you. Trust what you see, not what you hope for. Because the right man won't make you decode his intentions. He'll make them clear. Now, tell me, which sign hit you the hardest? Was it the future planning, the emotional consistency, the deeper questions? Drop the number in the comments. Let's talk about it. This is Love Breed, and around here, in everything we do, we let love breed. See you in the next video.